I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
It is Homecoming 2022 here in downtown Riverton. This is Kevin Shields, voice of the Wolverines, and we're going to be bringing to you live and in full streaming color the 2022 Riverton High School Homecoming Parade. A reminder that you can listen to the games tonight. If you're a Lander fan, you want to check out Ernie Over and Sean O'Bray. They will be on KFCW. And they will be bringing you the Lander feed. They'll also be available on our WYO Today YouTube page. In addition, if you're a Riverton fan for this homecoming, you can join myself and a special guest on KTAK. As always, the game kicks off at 6 o'clock. Pre-game will start roughly about 5:30 on both the radio stations as well as WYO Today's YouTube page. Reminder to go and download the WYO Today app. That's available on all of your app stores as far as Apple, Samsung, Google Pixel, what have you, and get those. So we will be right back in a few moments with coverage of the 2022 Riverton Homecoming Parade here on WyoTodayMedia.com.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And welcome back to WYO Today Media's coverage of the 2022 Riverton High School, Middle School, Elementary School Homecoming Parade. We are going to have a good old time here. We're just waiting for it to start up. It is scheduled for 1:30. Again, like I said earlier, the games tonight, which arch rival Lander comes to town for this homecoming. And it'll be Lander versus Riverton. We've got you covered no matter who you're cheering for. Of course, if you're for Lander, you join the voice of the Tigers of Lander Valley. That would be Ernie Over. He'll be joined by Sean O'Brate. And you can catch all the action from a Lander point of view, if you will, on KFCW, as well as our WYO Today YouTube page. For Riverton, you can join myself, Kevin Shields, and a special guest tonight, a brand new person joining us in the booth, or scheduled to join us in the booth. You can catch that on KTAK or, again, our WYO Today YouTube page. In addition, at 4 o'clock, if you're looking for Thermopolis action, they will be kicking off at 4 o'clock, and tomorrow our game of the week is going to be coming to you live from Du Bois. It will be on KTAK as well, and that kickoff is at 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. So we've got a weekend of football planned for you, and we're going to start it off with the homecoming parade to celebrate the graduates and alumni of Riverton High School. We will be right back with the start of the parade here on KTAK.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes.
And we're back doing a little bit of a technical check here. Just waiting for it to come up, and we're going to go silent for just a second, and we'll be right back with you. Okay, we are good on our live stream, so we'll be right back with the parade here in just a few moments.
Sports-related injury. What's more is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
My name is Sarah Lowe, and I have been in law enforcement in Fremont County for 13 years. I didn't know much about therapy in general until I got injured in October of 20 chasing a cow. So I had to get shoulder surgery. And after my surgery with Fremont Orthopedics, I went to Fremont Therapy. And they were really excited to see you. So it was a really warm, welcoming experience. We tried all sorts of different methods to increase and make sure I had the best mobility for my job. Rachel's a firecracker. She's just a little spitfire. It was fantastic, a great environment to go and have your therapy.
Gourmet pizza in a flash. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of local student athletes.
And we are back as they're about to come into view here as the homecoming parade is about to take off. And first up here, as the Riverton Police Department brings them through, will be the Riverton Middle School Marching Band. The color guards today, if you will, leading the colors is Don Loff, veteran, leading the color guide at the parade, and Doc Holloway. Great to see 2 veterans still invested in Riverton High School and Middle School, the entire school system. Reminder that this is a special homecoming as it celebrates 100 years of Riverton High School football. Again, presenting the colors, Don Loff and Doc Holloway, 2 veterans. And following them is going to be the Riverton Middle School Band Program. Next up, the Riverton cheerleaders and mascot celebrating 100 years of Riverton football, roaring through 2022. Next up, as you see in the Chevy Silverado red truck, are the second attendants of this year's homecoming. The royalty is on its way here, followed by the first attendants as well. The vehicles provided by Fremont Motors for today's 2022 Riverton Homecoming Parade. Next up, the 2022 Homecoming King and Queen. I would have names for you, but we have not been informed of those yet. We haven't been able to lay a hold of those just to make sure we grabbed them. But we do congratulate the second and first attendants, as well as the Homecoming King and Queen from Riverton High School. Next up is the school district number 25, of course, that being the Riverton School District, as they're throwing candy out to the crowd in their float designed to celebrate football. Next up, Rattler Pride. And off in the distance, we now see the Riverton High School Marching Wolverines. Their first time this year in uniform. Their first game in uniform will be tonight against arch rival Lander Valley High School on KTAK and WYO Today's streaming YouTube page. Here come the Marching Wolverines. Let's take a listen. Next up, a group from the FCCL. FCCLA, excuse me. Next up, the class of 2026. Followed by State Farm. Their banners on their float, celebrating the 100 years of Riverton football. Next, that was the class of 2024. Now the class of, it says 1923. I'm not sure that's celebrating them. That's obviously not the class of on top of it. 1923, of course, being the class that first saw Riverton football in the fall of 1922. Next up, the Riverton High School, Riverton FFA, Future Farmers of America float. Following them up is the Key Club. Next up, Gear Up Wyoming. Next up, Riverton High School's women's soccer team, followed right behind them by the cross country team. Coming up next, Skills USA float. Next up, several engines from our very own Riverton Fire Department. And ladies and gentlemen, the Riverton Police Department SUV pulling up the rear with traffic behind it can only mean one thing. And that'll mean we are near the completion, or at the completion, I should say, of the Riverton High School 2022 Homecoming Parade, celebrating 100 years, a century of Riverton Wolverine football. A reminder that tonight we will have the Riverton homecoming game, which will pit the two arch rivals within Fremont County, the Lander Valley Tigers, facing off against your Riverton Wolverines. For Lander Valley Tiger coverage, you can check out Ernie over and Sean O'Brate on KFCW. We will be live streaming as well on this exact YouTube page you are on. If you're looking to support your Riverton Wolverines, you can check out myself, Kevin Shields, and our special guest in the booth with me tonight. A surprise special guest, a new guy joining us on the microphone on KTAK, as well as our YO Today YouTube page. We will have a picture page or two or three of this Riverton Parade in the Ranger coming up this coming Wednesday. Once again, for all the people at YO Today, including the people at the office right now making this happen, Leanne Sanderson, Rusty Harris, Ernie Over, Kirk Baxter, John Burberry, Kelly Davis, and of course Sean O'Brate and myself, we want to thank you for joining us for the 2022 Riverton High School Homecoming Parade, and we will see you tonight for the game between the Lander Valley Tigers and your Riverton Wolverines.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope